Yeah, we got one. Let me wait for somebody else. Another person to come in. We have one so far. Let me wait to one more. Two, four. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, this topic I want to talk about. It's people that want to control your life. They want to control your life. They want you to think a certain way, live a certain way, and believe a certain system. You know, they want you to conform to who they've been their whole life or what their belief was, all the way down to what they eat, all the way down to what they live, who they date, everything, and they want to control your life 100%. They want you to be who they want you to be because of who they are. You know, you ever heard the saying people will tell you what they can't do because of what they did, because of what they couldn't do? Well, it's basically that. It's basically just like that. So they would tell you that you should work here. Like if you want to be an entrepreneur, they'll be against that because that's something they couldn't do or something that they didn't do. You know, they want you to date who they want you to date, marry who they want you to marry. They want you to be who they always was. And who they couldn't be, they don't want you to be that. You know, so if they wanted to be a basketball star and couldn't be one, they don't want you to be a basketball star. So everything about everything about life is all about what their life became. And you don't want that. That's dangerous. They want you they want you to become who they became. Whether it's they don't have a dime or a pot to piss in, they still want you to follow the path and the life that they took because they want you to be who they want you to be. They want you to have the same results, and then they'll try to come at you and act like they learned better and they're gonna teach you better, but they're really not gonna teach you better because only thing they're gonna lead you is down the path that they led down to their own life. You know, a person can't teach you something or show you something different from other than with they whether of who they are or the results to the life that they already have. So you can't, a person that's a chef that's not a chef can't teach you how to be a chef because they're not a chef. They can't teach you how to cook if they can't cook on that level. So don't never believe that. Don't never be who you want because people, toxic people, narcissistic people, they want you to be who they are, live the life that they live. You know, they want what's best for you is their worst. So don't never fall for it. Demi, email me, Demi, to tomorrow, because tomorrow that's who they are. That's who they always been. Yeah, I understand that, Demi. Email me, Demi. Email me, Demi. So just always live your life. Don't live a life that somebody else wants. Live the life that you want and what you see fit. Don't let people tell you don't take this path, don't go down this road. Don't let people tell you that, even if it's different from what they believe. You gotta worry about your beliefs and who you want to be. Also, too, don't stay in a relationship. Don't stay in a toxic relationship because that's what you've seen all your life, and you think is normal because it's not. It's not normal because it's all you've seen and that's all you know. That doesn't make it normal. And don't let people make you want you to be who they want you to be because that's their normal and that's all they know. And that's what people will try to make you to be, or try to make you to be and do, and try to make you to be like, because it's for their comfortability, so they could be comfortable. So don't be who people want you to be, or do what they want you to do for their comfortability. Don't compromise yourself or who you are because of them, because that's what you'll do all the time, and that's what you'll have to do every day. Hey, Marianne. Tomorrow, no. For most cases, no. Marianne, yeah, that happens a lot. I mean, that's how Morris produced it. That situation is bad because that's how more is produced, and I think it's intentionally. Yeah, that's intentionally. Guys, make sure you're not being controlled. One thing, well, if you're dealing with a narcissist, you definitely being controlled, because they have to control. They want to shape your thinking around to their thinking. They want to shape you around who they want you to present yourself to look presentable, how they want you to look presentable, because it's all about them and how, they will look. You're just an extension of them. People, it's real. It's to the point to where you gotta understand they'll even use different tactics, because they have this idea of, like, just because of who you are, where you come from, where your parents might come from, the environment that you from, or where you from, who you supposed to be, or who you supposed to be like, or how you supposed to act. They also want to stereotype you as well. So this is part of them trying to control you about who you should date. This is how it should go. This is the norm. And it don't matter if the norm is dysfunctional or not, or if it's toxic, or if it's wrong, or if it's stereotype, or if it's better. To them, it doesn't matter. They are comfortable of controlling you to be who they want you to be, or who they believe that you should be, or they want you to live up to a stereotype. And that's part of them controlling who you are. All the way down to if you're going to go to college or not, what you go to college for, all the way to who you date, everything. It's all about controlling you. Welcome to the end of the, right now my narcissist is taking complete control, and she has everybody thinking it's me, it's my fault, and the bad guy. Yeah. Right, because what happens is they take control, right? She took control. Right, she took control, right, so she took control of everything because she just had to be in control. No matter if it goes wrong or not, that doesn't matter. She doesn't care, and it doesn't matter if everything goes wrong. It's just better to be me be in control, because I want to be in control. So now that she's in control and she ruined everything, but somehow it's your fault when she was controlling everything. Something like you dropped the ball. She'll say you dropped the ball. She'll say you dropped the ball, or it would have went right if you just didn't do this, or if you just didn't do that. As simple as that, and the people will believe and not think like, well, if the ball was in your court and you took the shot, it's your fault you didn't make it. You wanted the ball, we gave you the ball, you took the shot and you missed. That's logical, right? That's common sense thinking of, well, it's not that person's fault, it's your fault. But me and you know how that doesn't always turn out like that. Felicia, hey Kevin, how are you? We miss you. Glad you're back. Thank you, Felicia. See what happens. See the control. So you got it when you even in the work environment is like that. They want control over the work environment. If you want to, if you want to come and just do you and then just get money and leave, if they not okay with that because they want control, they want you to do. They worried about you doing this, that, and the third, doing everything else. Doing what everybody else do, being like everybody else. So they'll try to make it that way. They'll try to make you compromise and use tactics for you to be different. Because it's really all about being different, about you being different. Yeah, and when you're different and you're not the norm, then it creates a problem. Yeah, I mean that happens when you're one track minded. When your mind is conditioned. Yeah, that is true. That is true because that's you end up losing that being in that situation. Being in that situation, that's what end up happening. Yeah, you end up losing yourself. You end up losing yourself. In that situation, you end up. Yeah, definitely is. Definitely is. So you got to get out of that. So you got to find somewhere to go, and you got to get out of that. Andrew. Oh, what's up, Andrew? I just got off a talk with Andrew. Andrew, it's kind of impossible. Because Andrew, because first you have to admit that you have the problem and see it. And if a person don't want to do that, then they're far from that. You have to want to see that you have a problem. If you don't want to see that you have a problem, then you don't have a problem, and you'll never see it. If you don't want to believe it, then you're not gonna believe it. And if you think you don't do no wrong and you can't do no wrong and you just perfect, then you don't want to admit that you're wrong. You don't believe that you're wrong. You can't do no wrong. Uh, then that doesn't happen, Andrew. So that's why that really happens, and it normally doesn't. It's kind of like having a substance abuse problem. Like if you don't first a person first don't admit that they have a substance abuse problem, then they nowhere close to recovery or getting help because you don't have no problem. Therefore, there's no need to get help. If there's no problem, there's no need for help. Hey, Lori. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Stick to. Let me see what this says. Talking. I agree with everything you said. What I'm saying right now, Lori? Yeah. And wait a minute, just like well, Andrew, thank you. You're welcome. when I don't know when I'm coming to Brooklyn, Miss T. Yeah, all the time. All the time. All your videos are 100. Well, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. But see, this is why I say, this percent right. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lori. Like, because when you give, because be yourself. Don't let nobody have control over of your life. 100% of you being who you want to be. Like he was just saying, like she she wanted control of everything, then dropped the ball, and then the blame went to him when you have full control of everything. So the same thing of somebody controlling your life, they're gonna drop the ball in your life, and it's gonna be your blame because you let somebody else take control over your life, control what you do, or who you be, how you live, and what you do. So once you let somebody else, you give them that power and give them that, they're gonna drop the ball in your life because nobody's supposed to have control over your life or over you because you're supposed to have control over yourself. So when you give somebody control over you, they're going to drop the ball all the time. Because the person having control over your life is like no one's supposed to have control over your life. No human being's supposed to have control over your life. So when they have control over your life, they're going to drop the ball. Because everything about them having control is from their perspective. It's not about you, it's all about them. So when they have control over your life, they're gonna drop the ball. They're gonna lead you down the wrong path. They're gonna, it's gonna be nothing but drama. It's gonna be bad. Welcome to the end of the world. That's what he said. Look, for example, he gave control. Uh, Anybody else have an example of that? He gave control, Jack control, everything dropped the ball, and then everything fell apart. And then he got the blame for it. He got the blame for it. This is why you don't let nobody have control over your life. Okay, yeah, Miss T. That'll get put together one day. That'll get put together one day, Miss T. What, Miss T? What part of Brooklyn you from? Because right now Brooklyn is, whew, Brooklyn is. I don't know about Brooklyn right now. I don't know if I want to go to Brooklyn right now, Miss T. What part of Brooklyn? What part of Brooklyn? What part of Brooklyn we talk about? Have any? Have any of you guys experienced that? Yeah, because let me tell you something. Because people, they listen. They will work hard to to manipulate you and use tactics for you to be who they want you to be, who they believe you should be. Especially if you go against the grain or is against the norm. You know, they, they, they want to see you be who they believe you should be, which on a cultural level too. You know, on a cultural level too. And it's all the way down to who you should date, who you should marry, who you should not date, who you should not marry, where you should live, where you should go, should you go to college or not. I mean, all these things is how you should act, how you shouldn't act, who you should be, you know, how you should be, how you should present yourself. All of these things that have 100% control, and then you never being who you supposed to be or meant to be, and you just not yourself. That would just cause you to live in 100% misery, you know? Yeah, if you're in a relationship and uh, uh welcome to the end of the world. How are you planning to leave? All right, I'll talk to you guys next time. Oh, it's real, Android. It's real. It's real, Android. I had it. Andrew is real. I had it. So it's not fake. Some people think it's fake and it's not real, but it's real. I talked about it in my last live. In my last live, you'll see me talk about it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you next time. I'll be back, I'll say next week.